Hey guys, so we're waiting for Matt to pop back in. Tonight, if everything goes well, I apologize, I had to rewire which port the mic was going in, and I dumped over my bottle of water. So tonight's stream will be troubleshooting some of the color palettes for Krita, well, with Krita, for the bird painting. The background is done. So there's the, whoops, let's see if we can't make this work. Can't see what I'm doing here. Okay. So here's the background piece. Let's try and figure this out. Yay. Okay. So that's basically it. You gotta get a better shot when I'm working on it. I worked on it for about 45 minutes after I got off the stream last week, and got some of the blocking finished. I did go through in with some liquid mask and mask all that out, which is why the edges are so clean and yet so not clean. And it does sort of kind of line up with the original line drawing, which is on a piece of tracing paper behind me on a chair. However, if everything is working correctly, I should be able to pull it up here and not have a problem. We'll see how well this is going to work. Sweet. Okay, so we're on F5. Yep. Got my quick keys going. Alright, so now we need to open. Where's my desktop? Alright, and I want to do two of them. One that has one that effectively has the masking tape. It looks bad, but it really has a point. There's a point to it. This one has basically the line drawing underneath it, and the whole idea is that I need to erase the part that, well, hey Matt!
Hello.
Hi!
How are you today?
Not too bad.
Are we live on YouTube yet?
We already are, yes we are.
Okay, let me plug into that.
Okay. Yeah, I had a problem with my mic when I turned on Discord. Windows was being super funny and fishy for some reason.
So, Discord was being all funny and what?
No, actually it was more like Windows, because Windows suddenly decided to tell me that I had too many things plugged into one USB port, and I had to unplug something, so I had to shut the computer down for a minute so that I could effectively move some, like the keyboard and the mouse, and like where the mic is plugged in, I had to move it around. So.
Okay.
Oh,
so I took 4 steps today without a cane or a walker or anything.
Yeah!
That's a big step.
It is a big step.
That's 4 big steps.
Well, you know, small step for, you know, some and massive leaps for others.
So how are you doing today?
Not too bad, not too bad. I decided I had to go to Walmart and get some litter. And when I was there, of course, I decided to indulge my inner child, because we love it when I indulge my inner child. And so I got some Briars. This one's pretty easy because like it's just a Mustang. But the other three, I thought we could have fun with doing like an unboxing because they're mystery horses. This might be easier if I actually go get a knife. Because I just did that.
Oh, we're doing unboxing videos now, are we?
I just thought it would be kind of fun. You know, because I have all my little briars on the shelf and that, and I thought, oh well, they have a new series on the unicorn ones, and I've got a few of these.
Anybody watching later, no, they are not toys, they are art studies.
We'll keep telling everybody that. But they're really, I mean, I think that this one is, like, it was $3. It was $2.97 at, okay, focus camera. You're supposed to have an autofocus. It's really not that bad. And Briar is really known for having some really nice models as far as, like, anatomy, and so it's nice to use it as for different proportions and such. So now I have another one.
Yeah.
But that one I knew what I was getting. But I have three that I don't know what they are. So do we want to do horses first or unicorns first? Because I have three.
You have unicorns too?
I have 2 unicorns.
Where did you get those?
Walmart.
Walmart?
Yeah.
As simple as that, huh?
It's simple as that. They're in the toy department. They are in the toy department. So your call. Do you want to do unicorns or do we want to do the horse or the unicorns first? I have one unicorns first.
I'm in a magical mood.
I don't have a sound effect. I managed to set up my quick keys. I did not set up sound effects. So we have our choice of 6 different ones. None of them are the Hulkbuster ugly green one, which is sadly it got donated to Goodwill. So hopefully I didn't get the same one, but I did suspect that one of them was the pink one, and it is. It's the pink one. So not too bad, not too shabby. Let's see if I've got this one in a different.
Ooh, that's very pink.
It is very, very pink. And this is supposed to be series 4. And I feel like I've been taken. Because I have a blue one. And it looks just like. It's the boy and girl.
It's a blue zebra.
Yeah, it's they're the exact same thing with a slightly different color scheme.
Spray paint.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
This little girl horse loves this little blue horse, whatever. Woo. Don't break them. So apparently, well, that. Yeah, so they're the same. They're the same mold. They're just a different pink color. So we have 2 left. We have unicorns and horses. Which one do you want to do? Unicorns or horses?
Let's do the horsies.
Horses for the win. Okay.
I got a feeling that the horses are all going to be the same pose too.
I don't know. I've got a few of them sitting up here. So, it's a saddlebred. I don't have a saddlebred, and every time I draw a saddlebred, I have a problem with it because it looks like, when I draw saddlebreds for some reason, they always look like giraffes to me. But no, I don't have.
I should remember saddlebred from the fair, but I don't.
Yeah, so this is the really fancy one, the one that. You know, they generally have weighted shoes. And this is one of the ones that the PETA has a problem with, and there's a bunch of animal rights people that have problems with when people show these, because what they'll do is they'll put chains right on their fetlock right here, on this little spot right here between their hoof and their ankle joint. Let me do this on the right leg. So
Yeah.
hoof and ankle joint, they'll put little chains, which will make the horse raise their feet up more and throw their feet out because they're in pain, but then it can cause sores on their feet and on their legs. Not a really big fan. They're also considered a gaited horse. I'm not a really big fan of saddlebreds particular. They're really flashy horses, but not really necessarily my bag, so we have a saddlebred now. That's a horse I didn't have before. Last one. Drum roll. Did we get a drum roll? No? Okay. It's a blue one. It's a blue one. And I don't know if I have this. Maybe I do have this one. I don't know. I have something similar. I do not.
It's a different pose.
It is a different pose. It's very, very similar to this one. This one's actually supposed to be a Lipizzaner or an Andalusian. And this one is, he's a blue guy. So thankfully we didn't repeat, because then I'd have to do a giveaway on the repeat. So I think this guy's just supposed to sit like this, kind of in a 3/4 rear. So
sure.
Look, it's magical. Like it floated on my hand. It's stable. No, it's not. It's not stable. So I don't know. I have to put this guy, put my Andalusian up here, and I think I'll have to move this black stallion, and then we'll just put. I'll have one shelf that has unicorns on it, and one shelf that has horses on it. Yep, something. Something to break up the monotony. Must be a huge delay where you're at.
There is.
I'm sorry.
So how has your week been?
It's been an adventurous week.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's kind of an uh-oh, and at the same time, it's kind of like, well, what am I doing with this, you know? Okay, so I need to...
And you're not going to elaborate more?
Okay, sorry. So we had a belt that, okay, first off, I went to the dentist on Thursday. I went to the oral surgeon. And so on the 24th, which is, I think, a Wednesday or Thursday, all the teeth that are on this side that are busted out are all going to get pulled.
It's a Wednesday.
Yeah, so the 22nd, which is a Monday, will probably not be a normal broadcast because I'll probably have to work. And I don't know that I am going to be broadcasting that week because I will probably be on a ton of painkillers and antibiotics, seeing as how they're going to go for all 6 at once. Yeah, I don't think we really want to see me higher than a kite trying to draw, seeing as how it's so complicated to do this anyway. So, let me see what else. The only big thing that happened at work was that we had a belt break for the exhaust system over the broiler. And that's not really big news as much as it is that afterwards, and we're not talking immediately, this is like hours afterwards, my kitchen team fell sick. And we rushed them to the hospital for smoke inhalation. So yeah, that's the only big news there.
CO2?
It's smoke inhalation versus CO2 poisoning. But it was just one of those things where they just kind of came down pukey sick. Just all of a sudden, both of them pretty much one on top of the other. And they thought maybe it was some food poisoning or something, because they just couldn't stop puking. And it turned out it was smoke inhalation from when the exhaust stack cut out. So, that was some interesting stuff that went on. So, thankfully, they'll be just fine. Took a couple of days off.
It's quite an adventure.
It is, but it isn't. after we got offline last week, I finished up the background. Still having trouble figuring out where this camera is. So not too much of a big deal. I just kind of smoothed out the edges and then used some masking fluid to keep the integrity of the white parts done. And then I shot the overhead camera and have stills, and so today it will be digitally playing with the colors to see, since I have 5 irises, how I want to play with them, because I have, where's my cursor? I have all kinds of pictures of different, oh, this is video, different irises. I'm gonna put these right here. Let's see, I think that's F3. Yep. So I have all these different irises that I can use, and I haven't really figured out which ones I'm most fond of and which ones I just kind of like, they're okay.
Kind of like the purple and yellow one, the purple, white, yellow one.
This one?
Up towards the top.
Purple, white, yellow one. This one?
Scroll all the way back up.
I am all the way back up now.
There's 4 in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay.
Move your cursor down 1. There you go. Right there.
Okay. So you like the one that's more
That's the one I like.
yellow. So what I'm having a debate with is whether or not I want to do a variety of different bearded irises, or if I want to go with a strong pull in one direction or another. So rather than play with that in possibly screwing it up, I'm going to play with it in Krita and then kind of test it out, see how it looks versus how, like, if you do like a lot of dark color, it's going to weight the background down a lot and it's not going to be very contrasty and poppy. It's
True.
like, if I do, Rose is real fond of, maybe
They're not poppies, they're irises. Dad joke.
Yeah, that's a dad joke. That's a whole dad joke. There was one that Rose really liked that was called a raspberry. I don't think I have it on here though, but it's a real strong purple and almost midnight blue. Yeah, I don't have it on here. And so I'm gonna kind of play with some different iris colors on a digital version of this because and look at that, I'm still getting fun, you know, used to Krita, so it'll be fun. So I can
Exercise in Krita. That's perfect.
Huh?
Another exercise in Krita. That's perfect.
Yay! So proofing in Krita with this, and I still haven't gotten used to everything in Krita. So like I don't know necessarily what I'm doing yet. So I think I have to pull my.
This makes perfect.
Makes perfect what?
Practice makes perfect.
Yep. These are. I don't think these are my Krita notes. These are my Krita notes? No, those are my food safety notes. There's my Krita notes. So I can use Krita smoother. Mask clipping tool, I need to zoom. Okay, so it's control and spacebar. What the? Okay, well. Okay, here we go. Alright. This would probably help if I changed cameras, huh? Nope, that's...
Probably.
Yeah. That's not... Oh, bugger. So here's a problem. So... Escape. Alright. Apparently, I'm going to have to really rethink how I'm doing this with... What? With Krita, because apparently the shortcut keys for Krita are some of the same shortcut keys that I'm using for something else.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so I have like my F keys up for scene changes, so it's a little bit smoother, and sadly it doesn't seem like it really wants to do this. I actually wanted to put this in 2 different layers. So...
Thank you.
Control and space bar. Okay, but I can't... Well, bugger. Undo freehand brush stroke. Wait. No, I want to take the whole dang thing and move it. No, I want the whole thing over here. God bless America. Don't know what I'm doing here. Okay. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, nothing.
It just looks like you're expanding it.
Yeah. I somehow did something. And I'm trying to get this so that... Okay, so basically this is the one with the line drawing under it, or over it, and then this one is the painting as it is currently. And I'm trying to get these so that they're on the same piece, but they're on different layers. So
okay.
I don't know how to do that. Layer, new, paint layer. No, it's blasted all. Oh wait. No, I just blasted all. Okay. I wonder if I can copy. And then, nope, paste. Ha! Good. Cool. I can get rid of this. Well, actually, no, I'll keep that. Okay, so we'll do this.
I was wondering what the blue was, and here it's just paint tape.
Yeah, it's just painter's tape. No great shakes. Okay. Derp. 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 Okay. Okay. Alright, so now, effectively, I should be able to take and erase the top layer from where I have Alright, cool. So now I need to make it big. How do I resize my puppy? Brush, resize brush. Shift hold. Oh, okay, cool. I'm learning how to use this silly, stupid thing. That's make it
Well, you
bigger.
have it. You might as well use it.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, right? Otherwise, why have it? Why have it at all? So basically, we're just erasing all of this tracing paper.
Somehow I like that background better than you had it last week.
I was working on it. It like I said, it was a work in progress, so. Alright, get all this in here. Hey, that worked out really, really well. Cool. That worked out way better than I thought it was going to work out. Maybe not. Okay. Oop. Get rid of that piece of tape. I'm going to get rid of this piece of tape too because it's bugging me. Get rid of that tape. So you took some steps today. What else have you been doing with your week?
Nothing much. Sitting back, watching TV, getting in a fight with my roommate.
With your roommate?
Yep.
Is this the,
Over the volume of my TV.
Over the volume of your TV? Are you being,
Yes.
like, rowdy and such, and that's why there's a fight?
Well, you know me, I'm always rowdy, you know. So, basically, he was standing behind the curtain, and one of the aides came by. They saw him making a fist while he was standing creepily behind the curtain, telling me to turn down my TV when it wasn't any louder than his. And so they picked me up, they moved me to my own room, and now I got my own room again.
Yeah.
Only it's a different.
It's a different roommate?
No. I've got it all by myself right now. I guess they're going to be putting me with another resident in another week.
Okay.
He gets off of isolation.
Ooh, fun.
He's an alright guy.
Alright.
Other than that, I pretty much stay to myself. I wait till 8 o'clock at night. That's when I get to go outside for a few minutes. Pretend like I'm a smoker still.
Well, you can't be cool all the time.
It's been nice out today. It's in the 50s.
Oh my god, it was like in the 60s and 70s today.
I hate you.
Yeah. I don't mean to brag, but it was nice enough that it was like t-shirt weather. It's that kind of nice weather where, you know, people in Wisconsin just dress in ways that most people down south would go, "What is wrong with you? It's cold out here." And the rest of us are like,
right.
You do not know what the meaning of cold is.
People dressed in their Bahama cutoffs and all that.
Oh, that was last week already with people in their Bahama shorts. It's like 45 outside.
It was like 40 outside.
Yep, it was 40 outside. People were in their Bahama shorts, and I was like, there is something really, really wrong with you.
Well, snow's still on the ground. They're wearing sandals.
Alright, so 92. Controls, spacebar. Alright, so let's look at some of these other ones. Alright, so see, I'm really fond of these right here, these rainbow beardless. Bearless?
Okay.
Bearless. I don't know why that's a thing. I really like them.
You enlarge it a little?
Let me see what I got here. Come on, open
The
it.
ones above it are nice too.
There we go. No, I don't want to close it. Why are you being so difficult?
I want to say go with that.
So I think I'm going to try doing that one on this flower right here. Alright, how do I do my colors again?
Are you gonna mix a bunch of different colors in?
Yeah, I'm going to...
Like each one is... Do they come in other colors than purple?
Yeah, so I'm going to do some that are... Because I want to kind of mirror the theme of the... of the birds and the flowers, so that there's kind of a reason for some of the chaos to be going on. So I'm gonna kind of play with this and see what I can do here. Let's see what we got, a kind of an orangey banana pants thing going on. No. Here? Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty deep color. Oh, well that is cool. I should actually do this so we can actually... Yep, see that's gonna be a problem.
If you're in Krita, you still have the screen up. There you go.
Yeah, so my F5 key I programmed to be the one that goes between the Wacom 1 with me in the corner, so we can just go back and forth, and it's a little on the difficult side to maneuver, because it doesn't really want to do that. Huh. Trying to figure out the lines. This probably would have been a lot easier had I decided to not do shift, hold it, click drag. No. What? Brush, shift. No, that's not the right one. No. Come on. No. Okay. Well, I just wanted to do that anyway. Come on. Get out. Thank you. Alright. So let's go over here. No. Why are you not... Well, this is horse pocky. Okay, so I need to start with a core yellow color. Don't know that that's going to work, but we're going to go with it. Get some of that core yellow in here. Wow,
Fireman Dan, you missed a spot.
Yeah, I don't have, because I have so much other stuff. Control
Alt Delete to fix it.
Control also delete. I need to change the opacity. Okay, normal. Gradients, fill pattern. Where is my opacity? Bugger. Oh, I and O. That's not really giving me a lot. Oh, there it is. Ha ha ha. Alright, got it. Yay, got it. Taking me a minute, but I got it. Getting there.
Eraser fixes everything.
Eraser erases everything.
Is that like Dynamite when you play rock, paper, scissors?
Rock, paper, scissors. No, I thought it was rock, paper, scissors.
Dynamite always wins.
Rock, paper, scissors, Spock. Ugh. Okay. Now, I might have turned this down too much. Oh. Come on. I am drawing on the right surface, right? Come on. Yeah, I'm drawing on the right surface, so what is... No, it doesn't. I'm apparently not doing something right. When I figure out what I'm doing, this will be great. Okay, so normal. Advanced color selector, in the right color. How did I do this? Just go all the way back to the point where I was coloring and it was... I need to be more proficient at this.
You'll get there.
Eventually. Because it's not that layer.
It's newish tech.
It is newish tech. This is like the dumb tech. Okay, I don't need to add a layer. Well, Hellbilly Deluxe. What the hell am I doing wrong here? Okay, pick that up. Get out of here. Come on. Get out of here. What in the... No, it won't. There we go. It still won't work. What am I not doing right? Okay, I'm legitimately not doing anything. I'm so confused about what I did. And somebody who actually like knows Krita is just like standing in their own room just screaming, "You're doing it wrong."
Pulling their hair out, yelling at their monitor.
This is not that hard!
It just means you have to do Krita more.
Really confused. Wait. Oh, what? Dika dika? Pika pika. Pika pika? Okay. I think I might have figured it out because I did something. Nope.
Did something.
Ha! Ha!
I don't know if that's what you're trying to do.
I was playing with the wrong opacity like slider. There we go. I need to be playing with this opacity slider. That's better. Okay. Now I feel slightly less dumb. No, not really. Yay. Slightly less dumb. Doo doo doo. And I'm a whole big jerk face to myself, and I took my reference picture down. Yay, reference pictures. Reference pictures are fun. Get yours today. Just need like... Like looking at this and I'm like, I'm not really sure I'm doing this right. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making this up as I go.
Isn't that what art is?
Basically, yeah. Basically, it's just a bunch of people just deciding that they're all going to make stuff up as they go. Okay, the thing that's really distracting is this particular piece of tape. So I need to make it go away.
And then you have artists who are terrible artists They're the ones who do
They're
who do like all the abstract art.
Oh my god, there was a big conversation at work the other day about bad art versus good art, and I don't even remember how we got on the conversation. But it ended with me kind of putting my foot in my mouth. So, once again, no big surprise there.
How did you put your foot in your mouth?
Making irrational judgment calls. And I got off topic and do. Okay. I love it when I draw things that I get confused by. Okay, so let's see if I can find a different version of this same freaking flower. Okay, so this one has it where this petal comes up like this. So yellow in the middle. Oh, what this isn't the same one. This is a different one. Yay for confusing flowers. This one is over the rainbow. Okay. Yeah. Do I even have a reference picture of the freaking flower that this is? Hi, can I have my looky at the freaking flower that I'm drawing? No? No? Just no. Okay. How about that one? No? Trying to see if I can find the reference picture of this actual flower, which might be this one. Might be. Close enough. Good enough. Cool. Alright, so let's get some greens in here. Oh! I like this slider. This slider is very nice when it comes to what's the well that
nice.
That is really loud. There we go.
It's very green.
It is very green. I'm really glad that I can try this out digitally and not screw the painting up. Because, holy bananas, I'm just like all over the map.
It's a little too very green.
Huh?
It's a little too very green.
It's a little too very green? We'll dull it down.
Yes.
Are you just a little too much for your friends? Are they like, can you dial it back to 1,000, please?
Just a little extra.
There we go. I figured out where my sliders are. This is so much easier. 10 minutes trying to figure out where the sliders go. Where does this one go? I'm confused.
Well, you gotta learn someplace, right?
Right. Alright, so basically this fades into here. This is going to get massively, comfortably colorful. Like a lot of uncomfortably colorful.
I can't see it. Wait. Colorblind, that's right.
We're basically going from one version of green to a wholly uncomfortable level of yellow, because this has to transition into yellow.
That would be why I can't see it. Okay.
Trying to get rid of this bloody tape. Okay. Let's go back up to like obnoxious level of color. Yay, obnoxious color of level. That words are hard. Right. Alright, so let's go really bright. This is gonna have to come down to like maybe like a minimal level of like just, could you just not be the most obnoxious thing on the planet right now?
Now I can start to see it.
What, it just looks like gray?
It looks white.
It looks white.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, it's definitely not white. All right.
Like I said, I can just now start to see it.
Okay, so some blues. Doopy-doopy-doopy-dook. Well, come on. No. Come on. It's supposed to be grayer than that. There we go. Okay, so then this would be... Okay, we do blue for the shadow color. Different colors of shadow are different tones of blue. Okay. I don't understand how I managed to do the painting for the SVA so quickly and knock it out. I think it's one of the reasons I'm a little sad that I don't have it anymore, because I managed to knock that out and I was just like, that's amazing. How did I do that? I have to learn for myself now.
What was it? A digital?
No,
digital painting?
It was a traditional painting. It was just that,
okay,
as you know, I don't do florals, and bearded irises are really complicated. It's not like daisies. Daisies are pretty easy. And so I get confused by all of the extra textures and lines and such, and then color patterns, and I'm like trying to figure it out. And how do I do this? Let's dial this up. I don't want to be doing this.
Better than me.
I was watching something. Harris Heller had.
Stop hammer time.
Huh?
Stop hammer time.
I can't hammer dance. I don't have hammer pants on either. I don't have the incredibly obnoxious pants.
Parachute pants.
Yes, the parachute pants.
My brother
yes.
had a pair of those in the 90s. It was 1990 something. My brother was in high school. He had a pair of those, and they were made out of silk.
Yep.
It got stolen from him when he was in gym class.
And somewhere your brother's just like, man, those were like the best pants ever. And everybody else is just like, yeah, no.
Those things were like $80 back in the day, dude.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
80, that's like 110 now. That's expensive.
Yeah.
Expensive style mistake, but expensive.
Expensive style mistake. Just so you know, this is a mistake. I'm just gonna erase. Yeah, okay, so that is that one. This one is not that one. Lots of pictures of hummingbirds that I decided to take that are really kind of cool. Still can't find. Wait. That's this one. I found the reference picture. I'm so dumb. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, at least I know where the shadows and such are on this one now. Alright. So we're going with blues for shadows, whites for highlights, because nothing ever can be easy for me like ever.
It's a rather nice shade of blue.
And I need to go darker. Okay, so it's look up, stop, down. Do you know how hard it would be for me to do that, Dan? Like I'd have to do this. Uh-oh. Can't do this. I have to look at what I'm looking at. I'd have to put the camera down on the table. Oh, I lost my reference picture again. Where's my reference picture? There it is. Okay. Ooh, let's go this one. Let's try this one. Doop 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 doop. Just gonna do random colors of blue until I figure out what I'm doing here. Go back over here.
You'll be doing a tutorial before too long on Krita. I know you will.
No, I don't think so. You have way more faith in me than I have in me.
Oh, you will.
Things not to do in Krita. Don't actually just jump into it and think that everything's going to work just fine, because it won't. You will be very, very disappointed. You will be very, very frustrated. You won't know what's going on. You will want to quit. Okay. I am really just making up crap as I'm going. Okay, so yeah, this is the messed up part about like Dutch irises, because this is a foreground petal and it's actually darker than the background. So dumb. This is actually a yellow iris, which is even harder for me to kind of compensate for, because it's kind of like, what were we doing again? I'm sorry, I got lost. So then this.
At least you can see that color.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was coming across as whining. But now I have a pink unicorn and I have a blue unicorn.
Both in the same poses.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
Yeah, so they can. I'll have just a Lipizzaner squad of unicorns, as it were.
And a saddle breed. You didn't have a saddle breed before.
You mean saddlebred?
Yes.
I'm trying really hard not to laugh at you. It's really hard. A saddle breed. I'm sorry.
You know what I meant.
I know what you meant. It's just still funny because we were just talking about it. It's a saddle breed. I mean, a saddlebred? I'm confused. What are we talking about again? Alright, so that's a little bit better.
No, I really like working horses a lot more than that.
Than the dressy horses.
Yeah, I'm not one much for the dress or dressage.
It's like an acquired thing, I think, because otherwise, it's kind of just this random thing that goes on. Alright, so it turns out that I actually have this shaded incorrectly. Dun, 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 dun. No. I was wondering, in the course of your week, how bored do you wind up getting?
Very.
Very. Okay. So, there was something that Harris Heller, that guy that does he's got a YouTube channel all about live streaming, and he had said something that kind of was like, holy crap, why didn't I think about that? That's brilliant. And it was like, there's a lot of downtime in a live stream. So instead of, feeding on the live stream and hoping that people want to stick around for the whole thing, your better idea is to make like a highlight clip. And I'm like, okay, well, yay, more editing, because that's what I've got time for.
Okay.
And he had said something to the effect of, well, you want to make sure that you're doing like a highlight clip, but then you post it the day before you stream, so it would get posted Sunday night since we stream on Monday. And I thought, oh, well, okay, well, the good news about that is basically that you have lots of time to kill on your hands, and that downloading DaVinci Resolve, which is the photo editing program or the video editing program that I'm using, is free. And you can download the stream on YouTube. You can just, download that for free, and then you can edit it and re-upload it if you wanted to. It's just a thought. If you're looking for something to do. And then you can post the trailer, like highlight reel from the week before, the day before streaming.
Okay.
And then effectively that becomes like the trailer for, hey, we're streaming on Monday nights, blah, 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 blah. But they had said something to the effect of, you want to make sure you're not posting that the day of, because it's basically very much after the fact. So it's a little bit too late. You want to post it the day before so that people kind of it's in their mind, like, hey, by the way, this is what we're doing tonight.
Alright.
So I was like, I thought I'd throw that past you, because that was kind of an interesting point that he had made. Let's swing this over here a little bit. Nope.
I actually found a few videos here that I could check out later too.
Check out later as far as like streaming?
Yes.
Oh.
But that's a good idea that you had. That's a really good idea.
Alright. So we'll play this like so.
Is DaVinci what you use for editing?
Yeah, it's free, and so that makes it kind of really nice to be able to do that.
Okay. I just don't know if my computer's at all powerful enough to do it. All I've got is a Chromebook right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Which is why I was kind of like, well, you know,
Worth a shot.
we can try it. You know, you can. You might have to download an app to download the YouTube videos, and then DaVinci is really not that. It's I don't know if it's the computer or the fact that when I changed computers, I got rid of Corel as a video editor. But holy biscuits, I
Okay.
love the new setup now.
That's right. Corel is what you were using earlier.
Yeah, Corel was really, really RAM. It was a real bad resource hog. Um, and it would just be a beast on the system. Let's see what I'm doing here. I don't really think that this is going the way I want it to go, but
Hey, it's pink.
it is pink. I'm trying to create a purple. But DaVinci.
Anyway, sorry I interrupted.
No, you're okay. DaVinci is not nearly as resource heavy and resource dragging as Corel was, and I've noticed that I can get videos cut now in like the two last live streams that basically add up to about 6 hours worth of time that in the old system would be really laggy and it would take up a lot of time. I could leave for work and 8 hours later it might be done. And hopefully DaVinci didn't, Corel didn't crash and all of that. Corel or DaVinci Resolve is not nearly as resource demanding and is really nice in the fact that like it will those 6 hours of video it managed to grind all that out in like 20 minutes versus 8 hours. And I don't know if it's because of the massive upgrade in the computer, which it might be, or if it's because of the fact that Resolve is just, from what I hear, it's not nearly the resource hog that that Corel is. But I was thinking about it and I was like, well, that'll be kind of interesting to play with because effectively then that'll give you something to play with during the week when you're kind of bored and we're not streaming.
Okay. I wrote that down in my little notebook to try download later. So
yeah, that'll give you something to play with and something to do and. Okay, so then this goes. I need to get into these colors. Well, this thing gets really flippin' purple. It's just a little rainbow monster, I tell ya. Okay.
I didn't know there was that many colors in that flower.
On the rainbow one there is. This one is the over the rainbow one, which I thought would be kind of nice to have some splash of colors in. Just a nice way of kind of.
Well, when you get into the birds later with the iridescence of the bird itself.
Yeah, that's what I kind of want to do. Is I want to be able to have a way of.
The colors are going to pop.
Yeah, I want to have a way of making them all pop as their own kind of thing. Let's see what I got going on here. This, like this.
It just makes me wish I had those special sunglasses.
Yeah, there's a obnoxious amount of color in these right now. I don't know that they're sunglasses. I think they detect the full chroma key. And I have other news that you might be interested in. So which one is the
Okay.
diameter? Ooh. Bruce, nope. How do I make it bigger again? So we were talking about vacations, cause Scott's talking about going on his. He's going to Arizona next month, and Disneyland is finally.
Why, just because you want to go?
No, it's just his aunt is gonna be here for the, yeah. And I think part of it has to do with the vaccine rollout. So everybody's kind of like, let people be people and stop, being quite so harsh on everybody. Ooh, it's one here. So,
I got sick with it, so I'm good for another 3 months, and the vaccine's only good for 3 months.
They were saying that I don't know if the FAA is requiring vaccines to be given out for if you're flying or if you have less trouble, but San Diego Zoo is open up now. It's been open up since January 1st, which I didn't know that. I did not know that. So that opens that whole thing back up again. So hopefully, I will have the ability to go out there then, and the winter trip will be back on.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know.
For you, it'll be back on, not for me.
Well, no,
possibly not for me.
Well, and it's not a forever thing, and it's not a it's not a kind of slap in the face kind of thing. It's not the way I meant it, but
yeah.
I think I just utterly botched this.
Well, if you go and you find that you hate it,
well, then
I don't have to worry about going.
Yeah. Don't go. There's
I could
people.
Just do Florida again.
Don't go. There's people. There's people everywhere.
The whole state of California sucks.
Yeah. Don't go. There's people, and they're everywhere, and they're obnoxious. Holy man. All right. So then this would be back to that purple. And since it's in the light, let's go here. I need my yellows. Huh. Don't think that that's working the way I want it to work.
It looks very rainbow-esque. I see oranges in there now.
Yeah, there's oranges and other things, and I'm doing that thing where I'm looking at it and I'm like, I think you screwed this up because Houston, we're not dealing with this thing the right way.
So how many shrooms did you eat today?
Right.
Were they good, and did you have them on pizza?
I did go to Pizza Ranch for lunch. I'm not gonna lie, I did go to Pizza Ranch for lunch.
Oh, nice. I like that place. I hate their music. Their music kind of reminds me of what Booblitz's used to be.
I don't even think Booblitz's is standing anymore. No, I don't think it is. I think it became that.
No, it's gone.
It became that Mexican restaurant, and that Mexican restaurant is closed too.
The chimney, yes. La Chimnea.
If that's what we want to call it, we will call it that. Yeah, I have no idea what it's.
It's what it was when I left. Was La Chimnea. The chimney.
The chimney.
Yep. I liked it when it was rhythm and booze. It had piano and they'd usually show like videos on a bunch of different screens.
Yeah.
It was like going to a restaurant to watch MTV.
It's like going to a restaurant to watch MTV. I don't know if that's the best use of anybody's time or money.
The food was good though too.
I go really, really white on this. Because this is so hard to see. It's kind of like this over here. This is hard to see too. I need a highlight right here.
That almost looks like you'd have to do that in Inktense.
It almost feels like I'm not sure if I would have to do it in Inktense or I'd have to do it in like almost like a watercolor, but I want it to have kind of that watercolor feel to it. So yeah, this is like the first week without Devin on full time. So Nicole's closing the store tonight.
So are we supposed to be sitting by and waiting for an emergency phone call too?
I am not. Scott is on a call tonight. So.
Okay.
It's that whole thing of, can't sit here all day waiting for an emergency to happen. Of course, we did that the other night, and we don't even know if we did everything right. I have a call into HR about that, because it becomes kind of the question of, did you make the right call or did you make the wrong call? And Scott and I are just kind of looking at each other going, we don't know what we did, if what we did was right or if what we did was wrong, and I just realized I screwed this up. Where's my eraser? Erase. Erase. Oops. This is in the wrong spot. That is supposed to be here. Okay. I don't think it really matters though at this point, because everything is just so all darn just. Well, gosh darn it. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm getting lost in my own flower. A little contrasty. Yay, contrast, because contrast is great. Until it's not great. Hey, Devin, we were just talking about you.
Hello. And
How are you today?
was that a good or bad thing?
Oh no, we were just saying that tonight is Nicole's first night closing by herself, and that you may or may not be here, but that you're not at the store babysitting. It's the first week without you. So did you work today at your new job?
I did. It was my first day on the floor,
And
and it didn't actually tweak my back at all.
oh,
So I'm really, really happy about that. Um, I did stop into the store to check on it
yeah.
because you know, others texted me saying that they're
You,
gonna,
yeah, yeah. Filter that
yeah,
conversation because I know what that conversation is.
yeah. So I had to stop in and check it out, and everything seemed copacetic. So come on in.
Thank you. You brought me a ibuprofen too. Thank you.
I figured so.
Should be saying hello to the orderly that just walked in the room too. Orderly, you just walked in the room. Hello.
So with my new job,
Yeah.
we're allowed to have water bottles on the floor,
Okay.
but they have to be hard plastic and sealable with like a camelback or a closed top. It can't be like a soda bottle type deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how hard it is to find a decent one?
They've got the ones that I have at the one I've got. This one is from Walmart, and I got it for like $1.
Yeah, I found one that was actually 40 ounces
Yeah.
at Walmart. $15 later.
Hey, at least you've got water. See, everybody's plugging Dan's place of employment.
What?
Oh, Dan was on earlier. I don't know if he still is because I'm not watching the coverage, but um, Dan works at Walmart, so I just thought it was kind of funny. Everybody's plugging his place of employment.
Accidental, but it is like the bomb to go to now.
Well, it's either that or Meyer.
Right.
Have you been in a mire?
So I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna wind up going. I haven't figured out what month I want to go on this vacation. I do know that I do want to take my time, which makes it really difficult to schedule everything. But since
Yeah.
I gotta call the San Diego Zoo and find out if they're still doing that overnight sleeping thing where you can rent like a bungalow and a bed, and then basically you're camped out right next to the lion enclosures because the lions roar all night long. Which
Oh,
sounds like
Really?
super, super fun to do.
That sounds like an experience and a half.
It's expensive, not gonna lie. I think it's like $250 a night.
Holy fluff.
Wow.
Yeah, it's super expensive, but I mean you can do it where you're just um like renting. You can basically sleep underneath the stars, and I think that was like more affordable. That was like $100. But then they don't provide you with a sleeping bag or anything. You're just basically on your own, and they don't have any place for you to store your stuff. So if you don't have storage for your stuff, and the complicated thing becomes that control spacebar. If I don't um, if I'm not going for just that one thing, I'm gonna have like two big things of luggage. And so, because I wouldn't be gone for just 1 week, I'd be gone for several weeks. You know, because there would be like a weekend in Tombstone, and then I still want to do the Grand Tetons in Yellowstone, and I can easily see the San Diego Zoo being at least 3-4 days. That's easy 2 weeks, and that's a lot of luggage. All right. That is a really colorful flower once I back this up.
Yeah, it is.
Yep. So the worry becomes whether or not it becomes distracting. Makes it much easier once I actually find the reference pictures for the actual artwork. Alright.
My hands have never hurt this bad in my life.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
I work in a foundry.
Okay.
And,
What kind of work are you doing here?
well, I'm not the one that's actually working with like the castings and stuff. I literally just stack parts all day.
Oh, okay.
But
That's a lot of fun. That does get taxing on your hands.
the parts are all 15 to 20 pounds. And oh man, I had to have moved a couple hundred pounds or a couple hundred parts today. And I can already feel like my thumbs, like on the inner side of them, are definitely gonna callus.
Lots of fun. You're gonna hate it in the summer.
Well,
It's gonna be hot.
I already dislike one aspect about the area I'm in. I got off of work today, and on my drive home, my head had itched. And I go to scratch it, and my hair literally feels like stuck together with like grease.
Ew.
That's factory work.
Like gelled cold grease was bonded with my hair is what it felt like. It was disgusting.
Yep, that's factory work.
That does not sound pleasant. Not at all. Nope.
She'll like and also with the length of my hair, I had to use a pony and a scrunchie today to keep it in a bun. It actually worked out quite well, but they allow hats and beanies. So I went and got myself a beanie, hoping to save my hair from that nasty grease feeling ever again.
Did it work?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Oh, you didn't wear it today.
I don't think it will. That's factory work.
Yeah.
Especially foundries.
Well,
Foundries, you gotta wash your hair like every day. No less than every other day though.
Nah, man, if it's gonna feel like that, screw that. That's gonna be an everyday thing, because that was just horrifying.
Oh.
Like, I love my hair. It's soft and luscious, and I like to run my hands through my hair. But that was just disgusting, okay?
I'm not gonna lie, that was funny. It's soft.
My luscious hair
luscious.
that of Fabio, okay?
Luscious.
So now I wonder what brand of shampoo and conditioner do you use?
I actually use a leave-in conditioner, and I don't know. I don't buy like normal shampoo. I go to salons to buy shampoo. Look, man, outside of my gaming, that is like my most expensive thing is my hair. Okay. Well, when each bottle of shampoo is like $30, like, come on.
Goodness. That is a little bit rich for me. Oh.
Okay, you can see me. I really don't care too much about my appearance, but my hair, fuck yeah, I care.
Okay.
I apologize for the expletives.
No,
I'm sure
it's
they
it's
enjoyed
fine.
it
I'm
when
just
we did
I'm Jared Padalecki making fun of you. I'm sitting here trying to
now
find.
I'm getting the mental image from that video that you and I watched.
Yeah, it's soft and
Oh, Alicia.
it's soft and luscious. Yes, luscious.
Did you tell Matt about the meme I sent you?
I did not. My phone is in the other room. You can find a PC way of correcting that so that you could say it on air. Just like
oof, I really
it loses the impact. Let me
really does.
Let me go get my phone and I'll send it to Matt. And you will no longer be Devin on the air, you will now be luscious.
Good, I'm okay with that.
Luscious. You know what I think is really funny is that
so like even Trace May isn't comparable to isn't good enough for your hair, is it, Devin?
You mean luscious?
Yeah, my name's Luscious, get it right. Like, when I was a teenager and everything, yeah, it was cool. It worked just fine, but
that's great.
then, like, I was introduced to salon products and higher tier stuff, and I was like, oh my god, this is so different. And I just...
Luscious.
Damn straight, luscious. Lusciousness.
Luscious, just...
I don't think I know how to appropriate that, to make that appropriate.
I don't think there's a way you can make that appropriate. I'm just gonna save that little trip for you there, Matt. I don't think there's gonna be a way you're gonna make that appropriate.
Like, I'm pretty sure, like, 3 nerds looking at it should be able to handle that, but nah.
Yeah, but I don't think that the 3 nerds that watch this channel are the only 3 nerds that watch this channel. Eventually, there's going to be other people watching this channel, and we need to kind of keep it clean. I found the reference picture for the freaking... I'm so confused. This is the problem when you become a Giga Hoarder.
Now who's making up words?
No, I officially am not the one that came up with the term Giga Hoarder. That was Jace that called me a Giga Hoarder. And I'm just agreeing with him because I think I have... Oh, there it is. I have probably 30 pictures of different irises in this folder that I have for this drawing, and I'm trying to find the one that I used specifically for the center flower, which I thought was in the reference, and it's not. So I think it's actually one of the pictures that I shot, and I'm having trouble finding it. I can't find the folder. Because normally when I do the line drawings, I'm like, okay, I use this picture here, and I'm going to put it in a folder right away so I can automatically get to it, so I can always know where my shadows and my lines are, because I'm going to change the color of the flower.
Yeah.
And I'm dumb, and I didn't do that.
albeit the flower looks pretty, being a rainbow like that.
Oh yeah.
God, Fluff, you're gonna make me actually open up the damn YouTube channel now. God, mother Fluff. Because now I really want to see the damn flower. Is it Stream 8? Stream 8.
Yeah, so it's the Over the
Oh, I
Rainbow.
like that.
So the first one went in as the Over the Rainbow, and I'm thinking that the second one is going to be the one that's primarily purple on the bottom and has a yellow core, and then is white on the top. But I need to get, like, I'm such a Dingledorf because I used all of the flowers that are in here are references that I've shot, but like I'm so dumb that I don't know where the hell I got what folder the blasted pictures in. It's not on my camera. Wait, is it in my camera? Why would I freaking second guess that? Okay. Do camera. Oh my god.
See,
there I
and
go.
as per, the chat rules, I've been trying to watch my expletives.
Expletives.
It's really hard, isn't it?
It's hard, because, like, I actually have to think just that tad second faster. Oh, don't say that.
Shenanigans. Okay, so
Last week I said. Last week I know I sweared a few times.
I don't think it's gonna be the end of the stream, I did like that whole thing that Harris Heller said about making a highlight reel and posting it beforehand, so then that'll give Matt something to do in the course of the week. He can go through and rewatch the stream and then go, I like this. I need a pad of paper.
You could cut out 5 of those minutes.
Yep. Okay. Gotta figure out which one this is. I think it's this one. Could be this one. Might be this one. Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, well, that's the same dang picture. Copy. Paste. Next time, dummy, take all your damn reference pictures and put them in the same spot. Okay, so we can minimize that. Can open this. Yay.
Miss, we're gonna have to watch the language. Miss, you want me to kick you off of your own screen?
Let me go to the right. There you go. So that's my thought for the center one.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I have no idea how to mute the stream while I'm on it. So,
You turn off the sound on the YouTube channel.
how?
Yeah, turn off the sound on YouTube because you'll get the lag. Matt's kind of
Just
mastered
on the
this.
YouTube, though.
Yeah, just on YouTube because.
Yeah, and I know. That's why I was trying to do that. I don't know how.
Is it
It's that
open
little
in?
speaker icon on YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm doing this all off of mobile, so I will try again.
Oh,
Alright, let's see
I don't know if you can do that on mobile then.
here. We're just gonna learn all kinds of technology things today.
I should report Alicia for her poor words.
Poor words.
Report her to the admin.
Yeah, report her to the administrator. Yeah, the moderator. Hey, Mr. Moderator, she's naughty.
Moderator, that's right.
She's naughty, Mr. Moderator. All right, so let's do.
No.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do. We're all very much jaded adults on this channel.
Yay for being a jaded
Yeah,
adult.
so with the mobile, I do not have a way to mitigate the sound.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry
Tis
for the
okay.
lag there.
Yeah, that's sad. Alright, so I need to do a dark shadow. Oh, this is going to get super confusing. Oh my god. I must really hate myself.
Man,
Oh, that's so complicated. Oh. Okay, understand that. Let me try to get back over to this window.
Apparently, you have put yourself up to a challenge.
Yeah, so I have to take this flower and make it this color. They're not even lit the same. They're not even lit the same. And once I started here and I'm like, that'll be easy. It's just this color right here should match that color right here. And I'm like, yeah, I've got it. And then I got lost because I'm like,
how much vodka did Mommy have?
how much vodka do I have? I don't know, but I may have to go to the store.
How much vodka did Mommy have?
what about the rum? Can't forget the rum.
There's almost no rum left.
Well, then stop being a pirate and go rob more.
I may have to do that. That may be a thing that's in my future somewhere. Is that I may have to go booty swindle for some rum. Just trying to figure this. What? I've confused myself. Make the boat stop moving. Okay, so wait. In the middle of all this, there's supposed to be.
Now, when you read that message, I need you to not laugh really loud.
You need me to not laugh really loud?
Yeah, because I know what's going to happen. I'm just...
Oh, jeez. I didn't laugh really loud. I giggled. I controlled it. I dialed it in. It's okay. And I'll just send that to Matt. Then he'll know what I'm laughing at. I'm so confused. Okay, so this...
It's amazing how many pages I need open here.
This is why I'm not too worried about whether or not your MacBook can handle it. I think it can.
What the fuck?
Guess what?
What? What's going on, Devin?
Guess what? Very confusing.
I was... I just can't with you, Matt.
We were purposely sending that via text so it didn't go over the chat. It's all good. It's all good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Everything's fine here. How are you?
How close to skydiving are you?
What?
I'm fine.
How close to skydiving are you?
Oh, I've already hit that point. Although, Meg came in the store last night because she was waiting for Doug, and she had to use the bathroom. And it had been one of those nights that was so stressful, you just needed a really good stress reliever. And I should probably change this so that it's back on. Nope. Here. Nope. What screen do I want? F5. Oh, that's right. It's F5 because it's not the screen that I... We should just fix that. Not F5. Not F5.
My
Getting
phrase
dizzy over it.
again.
So the problem was is that we were expecting so much worse of a night, and it turned out to be okay. I mean, even Michael wound up going home, and we kind of barreled through it. And so when Megan came in, because she'd been sitting outside for an hour, and we're just like, yeah, come in and use the bathroom. I don't really care. She was saying something, and I just decided to be a little emotional gremlin. And by the way, that's a new attack. So we've decided I'm some kind of Pokemon. So apparently, emotional gremlin has emotional gremlin attack. It also has a quick attack and a ninja attack.
Wow. You evolved without me there.
And it's a whole big slew of things that have just become funny because of reason for being funny. And she came back out of the bathroom, and I jumped out at her and scared her and said, "How many times do I have to tell you not to be in the building?" And she screamed really loud, which really didn't help the whole thing, where don't feed the emotional gremlin after midnight. And so she's like, my heart's pounding out of my chest, so I put my hand on her sternum, and I'm like, no, it's not, it's right there, I can feel it, but if you'd like, I can help that. And she's like, that's not funny. And the nerd references are here. All hail the nerd references. Ah, jeez. Well, so yeah, it was a whole big hysterical thing. It would be great if I could remember what color I was using. That's a thing.
You know the one color that was supposed to fit in the one place?
Yeah, the one color that was supposed to go into the one place with the one thing.
Yeah, after the other color went to the one place with the other thing?
Yeah, somewhere like that, you know. Let's see.
White people are confusing.
But listen here, this is purple people, and they are very confusing.
Well, purple people get eaten by the purple people eating.
Notice there is no purple people eater in this painting.
For now.
There were no purple people.
Is the people eater purple, or are the people purple? That
I've always seen the purple. I have always seen the purple people eater being purple himself, which kind of makes him cannibalistic, I think.
Okay.
I don't know. What say you, Devin? Uh-oh. Did we lose Devin? Oh, no.
No, I'm here.
So I'm not
Sorry, just facing out a little.
phasing out. Okay. Pika, Pika! Pikachu! Okay. You have been demonetized for impersonating a Pikachu.
Pika, Pika.
Pika, Pikachu. Shenanigans, they're real. It's a real shenanigan fest. You should come. You should participate. It's good. It's confusing. Do you not know what's going on? It's okay, neither do we. Ooh, that's much better. Okay. Then I need to do, how do we do this?
Since I was about to say, okay, where are we at now? Okay, here we go.
resizing my brush and zooming in on things because I need to get this so that
Wow, I'm so glad I paid attention to that frickin' little bit of conversation. What the shit?
What? What are you confused about?
I heard resizing my bra.
Resizing my brush?
Yes, I know. That's what I heard after the fact, and I was like, wow.
No, resizing my brush.
Yes, I know. I understand that. My brain is just dumb, okay?
Okay. Well, while your brain is being dumb, it was resizing my brush. This is actually a really pretty shot of this flower. And I'm probably just going to murder the crap out of this piece, trying to make this look anything remotely like this thing. Here, let's go that one. Just do that one! Do the thing with the thing.
Yes, apparently you wanted to give yourself a challenge.
Yeah, because, you know, it always works really well in my favor when I give myself a challenge. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, there's not a shadow there, but there's a shadow here. Yeah, you would actually really like Krita, Devin. It's a lot of fun. I mean, just this color slider that's over here in the corner it makes drawing so much easier, dude. Like, because this is not normally my usual palette of colors. And that's why I'm, like, planning this out so I don't get confused. But yeah, it makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Good, I'm glad.
And the conversation dried up again. Oh well. Oh, I know. We can show Devin the new unicorns we got.
So you can show me what?
Yep, that's the new unicorn. It's pink.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to give me a moment to open YouTube and do the thing with the stuff.
And do the thing with the thing.
Uh-huh.
Hi,
The thing
Devin.
song.
The thing.
Hi, Devin.
Oh, what the heck?
Hi, Devin.
Nah.
They were like $3 at Walmart, so I have a shelf of little mini unicorns and I have a shelf of horses. It's a thing. We did it. We did the thing with the thing.
As opposed to your other shelf of horses. Okay, so this is behind, so I need a darker. That's a really pretty violet, so we'll go dark violet. Oh yeah, alright.
Okay, flat color. No. Dunk. Oy vey, this is going to be a very difficult thing to do. And this should be like here.
So, Devin, is this your first factory job?
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
Oh, it's not bad, just filthy.
Yep, they all are.
Not in and of itself, it's just the byproduct of needing to take a shower immediately after I clock out.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out how to get all this flower to be as punchy as the one that's in the picture, and it's just not. It's kind of hard. Alright, so let's do this. Da, 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 da. That moment when you realize kind of like maybe I'm not following the right picture. Then you feel really, really unprepared. I'll just play with it. There are a lot of freaking colors in this god blessed flower. And I got like the eagles in my head. Make it come out right. It's gonna be a mistake tonight. A mistake tonight, oh yeah. Oh, ba, 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 ba. when things get really, really, really hard.
Oh no, back to yellow, and I won't be able to see it again.
I'm trying to figure out, because there's some part of my brain that's like, I don't think you're doing this right. I don't think you have the right flower. And I'm
See,
trying.
that's when it's just gonna work for you perfectly.
I don't
when
even
you
know.
think that it's not gonna work.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just kind of like doing this whole thing. I'm like, you may be very well working off the wrong reference picture. And the only thing that's going to really work right now is that, well, the inside of this flower is yellow and the inside of the other orchid is, or iris is yellow, so it kind of, sort of, maybe, kind of works, maybe. Can leave it in the parking lot, but either way, there's gonna be some mistakes tonight. Some mistakes tonight. Well, how late do you plan on staying up tonight, Matt?
I haven't really given that a thought.
Oh, okay.
Only 10:03 here. I'm usually up till about 12.
Oh, okay. So I could just leave this run for however long I'm working on it?
Completely up to you. Sorry, I'm in a nursing home. There's really nothing much that happens here.
I can't exactly say this
I
is the
know
most
that's by
exciting thing.
design. What's that?
Can't exactly say this is the most exciting thing, you know, watching somebody try and figure out how to make a Dutch iris work.
Doing a better job than I would.
I appreciate the compliment and the sound vote of confidence. Wish I felt that confident about my own self, kind of thing. Okay, so we're back over here. Yep. Do. This is a really dark shadow over here. This would be a lot easier if I actually did that thing I normally do and took notes about what I did, because I know I took at least one of these reference pictures and flipped it, and I don't remember which one I flipped.
That's what you mean by notes. You take notes. You take a lot of notes, don't you?
Well, it's one of those things that almost it becomes kind of necessary. Because otherwise you're doing the thing where I'm doing now, where I had to stop in the middle of the stream and like go, well, what did I actually use for this one for? So I mean, I have notes on top of notes on top of, most of it's just like, I used this reference shot for this, and I used this reference shot for this, and in this case I went to quick slam together all these flowers, and then I didn't write any of them down because I'm a very, very special little king tard, so I didn't
Okay.
write any of them down, and I'm regretting it now because now it's just really, really difficult to figure out what I'm doing with it. Because this is interesting. Okay, so we're in with maybe this color. And we'll go in with this color here. I have a feeling this is going to wind up working out just fine. My brain's just kind of like, it works fine, just stop it, you're making me crazy.
It's usually the way it works, though, isn't it?
Not always. Like, sometimes, like, I'll get to the point where I'm just like, I'm still trying to figure it out. My brain will be quiet enough that I can sit and putter and think, and now my brain's just going, it looks fine. It just, stop playing with it and just go do it. Except I know that there's like stupid little.
It's fine. Keep on doing what you're doing, dude. It's fine.
Right.
Seriously, it'll be all right. There's no end of the world situation happening here.
But it's good to be. So like my brain, like one part of my brain is arguing with the other part of my brain of like keep tinkering with it, and the other part's like it's fine. We figured it out. It's fine. Stop it. Okay. Oh man, I'm just trying to figure out how many of these bloody. Oops. How many of these bloody petals?
Remember, this is your draft. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Oh, I know it has. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it is going to help me kind of map out when I get confused later.
Okay.
Because I'll be like, all right, I already did this. Because almost all of the line work that's on the canvas board is gone now. Because I gessoed over a lot of the mistakes. And if you thought the splatter effect was, oh, did you check that out? The
Yeah, I did.
the pour painting.
Like that.
The pour painting.
Yeah.
That has got some satisfying stuff on it, but I can't do pour painting. I too much fiddle in me. My brain just wants to keep fiddling with it.
Saw that it wanted to fiddle with it, but I like how it looks.
Yeah, I personally can't do it. I would want to fiddle with it too much. Do. Okay, let's see. This is going to be darker than that. There's all these like different colors and all of these petals. It's just kind of a thing.
Cassandra says hi. She
Rose?
loves your flowers.
Yeah, working on them. I'll zoom out for Rose. I have to figure out how to zoom out again. Control and space bar and down. That's how far we are. Ooh. I take it Devin jumped out.
Let's see here. I've been kind of clicking back and forth between screens now. Yes, he is absent.
Oh well.
You know, there's not much being said right now, but I find this kind of fun. Then again, I'm sitting in an old folks' home right now.
Alright, so let's go back in here.
For my best entertainment is bingo.
Yeah, not so much. Alright, we're gonna minimize this. That way you can do your thing, and then I'm gonna do this thing, and then I'm gonna figure out this is still the bottom of the petal. Yeah.
It's hard to sweep and text at the same time.
Yeah, I'll bet it
I
is.
imagine it is. Times like this that you need a third hand, huh?
Yeah. There's actually a. Let's see, is it F3? Yeah. There's actually a really nice piece of this flower right here that I can replicate here to here. And that'll be really, really nice. That's what I'm trying to do.
There's a lot of colors in there.
Yeah, so like I'm trying to figure out the anatomy versus the lighting kind of thing right here. Like this just became a whole big mess right here for me, so that's where I'm kind of doing. So trying to just keeping the anatomy straight. I'll just make that color. It won't really matter. All right. So then, this is this.
Sandra says it's so pretty.
It's kind of messy, but I'm getting my
Really
color.
is. She's a good artist, isn't she?
I'm trying to get this to figure out. Because I think I'm missing lines here, I think is what I'm missing. Because this line matches here. So then we're at the point where we're doing blues, right? We're doing blues. We're doing blues. Okay. Alright, so we're doing this blue here. Actually, let's do the eraser here.
Is that blue for sort of like the sun shining through, or?
No, on the. Nope, sorry, wrong camera. So right here is where I'm kind of replicating here to here. And on this flower, it's obviously yellow because it's a yellow iris. But on this one, you go from the purple violet petals into these yellow-based white ones, and your direct light is yellow. So right up here, it's yellow, but then your shadow color's a bluish purple, which is both reflected from the base flowers and is also your shadow contour light. So that's where I'm going with the blue color. So I'm trying to come up with the highlight colors and the low light colors so I can kind of match it. This is why I'm kind of color mapping it first versus just randomly kind of trying to do this on paper, because these are two very different flowers, and so basically I'm judging them both on the gradient on the grayscale, which would probably be massively easier if I just like came out with like the grayscale version of these, but I'm just like, no, I'm gonna be difficult. Well, watch me be difficult, you know. And I'm kind
Challenge accepted. Hold my beer.
right. Watch me drive myself crazy. Oops. Okay, so what this one is.
Yellow with bits of orange would be cool.
Oops. I just did that. I didn't mean to do that. Shift. There we go. There we go. Okay, so there's the kind of cool shadow going on here. Trying to get the lighting to match the lighting in the reference picture. Doesn't really want to do that. Is that kind of a, it's kind of more magenta blue. So we kind of do this right here. Contour lines. Well, bloody bugs. Bloody boxy, 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 boxy. Okay. And then I'm going to need to start a color palette that's all warm colors to be able to do the highlight colors. Let's go. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so get this right here. I don't. Now that's a shadow color. I'm an idiot. And the same spot and the same different flower is a different part of the flower. Dirt. This is like trying to figure out a maze. It can be very, very confusing. Oops, and I need to make that smaller. Get that even smaller. Yep, I can. Of course I can. I can always go smaller. It's one of my superpowers.
Man.
Pika Pika.
Choo.
Pikachu.
Like instead of like dialing, you could tell I'm not naturally a. This is not my natural forte, is this medium, because I'm making really stupid mistakes.
You could always take a deep breath and work on the birds for a little bit.
The birds I'm actually not too worried about. I'm far less worried about the birds than I am with the rest of this, because I'm worried with this that the flowers are going to overpower the birds. Oops.
So far, I don't think they will. I mean, a hummingbird is a very colorful bird with the iridescence.
Yeah, so I mean how are we doing that again? This and this? Yeah, okay. So with this we're kind of amplifying this. Oh, bunk. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Edit, undo. That shadow or that highlight that's over here, what I wanted to do is to be hitting the petals over here, and then illuminating them, and then illuminating this bird down here, part of this feather, and then, or part of this flower, and then just basically coming kind of like this across the page, so it's coming forward in the page. And
Okay.
I need to do, that's why I've got so many different color gradients on the glitter, on that color shift dragon stuff, having a brain fart thing.
Yeah.
The dragon glaze, that's what it's called. So that's why there's so many variants of the dragon glaze, is because I need to put distance between where the highlight is in the background and how it comes forward through the flowers. So there's going to have to be different gradients and different sizes of glitter, just like I did with the first frost painting. So there's going to have to be really small glitter in the back to push it back in the background, and then larger glitter to the front. And up on where the foreground, where these irises are in the foreground, that's going to have to be really large glitter in order to give it that depth and the push in the back, depth of field.
That's right. I forgot you were painting with glitter in this.
Yeah,
end.
this is
Right.
another one of those. I need to make. I can't make anything simple. I've got to make everything super difficult for myself.
Challenge accepted. Hold my beer.
Hold my beer. I haven't quite driven myself crazy yet. Let's hold my beer. Okay, so this one is also white. What I think is kind of funny is I didn't intend for the paper to be like a gray tone, and that's kind of working in my favor. Okay, so the darker hue is more blue, purple, blue. I'm gonna go here. And then we're just gonna go curl this up over here.
If you'll excuse me a moment, I'll be right back.
You're fine. I'm doing that troubleshooting thing that I do when I'm thinking. Thinkificating. It's a thing, we're doing the thinkificating thing. What's up? Hi. Hi. You having a crazy moment? Oh, I heard there's a bug in here, but I thought I squished it. Huh? It's not squished? Okay. Well, you go get that bug then. I trust you and your good hunting senses. Brooklyn's hunting. Okay, let's see. There's that. And this. I have no idea what's going on with this. Okay, so this is actually something that comes over. I love it when I do stuff that just confuses me. Are you confused?
Did you do know?
I'm trying to figure out where in this drawing I am. Brooklyn came by, she said hello, also that there's a bug in the house and she's hunting it. Because that is her sacred duty in my house, is to hunt bugs. Okay, so this is that. Okay.
Peace. How's the other cat doing?
Well, she had her first outside time today.
So how did that go?
Well, it was warm enough that I was even outside for quite a while after I kind of had my spa time and. Okay. Cat hair. What's up? What's up? You're still behind me. I don't know why. But she had her cuddle time, and so that worked out pretty well for her. And I just kind of chilled out and was like, okay. And she figured out the balcony, and not sure how well it's gonna work later in the year, but works fine now. So. This is. I'm almost kind of wondering if I should make some of these petals just not quite so, like, not so many of them being purple. Maybe I should make more of them like white. This might be a little too overpowering. Don't know. The world may never know.
Exactly 3 licks.
What? Exactly 3 licks?
How many licks did you take to get to the center of a... You said the world may never know.
Yeah,
3.
yeah.
Exactly 3.
Too late. Kitties. It's so confusing. I'm glad you're moderating because I was like completely lost. You just started like 3, and I'm like 3 what? I'm so lost. What are we talking about? All right. So where am I? I'm so lost. Okay. What color am I on? Oh, I'm a highlight color. Okay. I'm so blonde today.
It happens.
Alright, so let's go back to here. Teal. We'll paint the flower teal. Okay, that.
After you saying that, I just want to say beige.
Beige. We'll paint the ceiling beige. It's the one thing that Dave said that is going to last into infamy. Okay. So not great, but tolerable. This is actually way darker here. And then I need to get some darkness up here. Otherwise,
Sandra says 3 blind mice.
3 blind mice. 3 blind mice. I don't know what I'm doing. 3 blind mice. Well, it's not great, but it's not horrible. But at this point, it is very busy, and we have 2 more irises to go, which is why I decided to do basically play with this a bit and see how distracting this is going to be, because honestly I've yet to do the birds in here, and if there's too much competition, it's not gonna work.
Liberace would beg to differ.
Liberace is dead. There's a reason Liberace is dead. I'm pretty sure some of that gaudiness kind of went with him to the grave. And then other people were like,
No,
no.
it stayed in his house.
Oh no, no. Lisa's gonna do this better. Okay. Alright, I'm leaving that alone because that's about.
I think it was Adam DeWoo. I think Adam DeWoo was the one who went on a tour
In Liberace's house.
of his house, of Liberace's house. There's a piano in every single room,
That's
and
so
it's
much.
just it's gaudy.
Yeah.
It's as bad as the man himself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's way over the top. Okay. So, let's see. Now we're looking for the next one, which is going to be in the middle of all that. It's not bad. I'm wondering if I should just stick with the rainbow ones like this. Because it's so much competition.
I would go with the one that was kind of muted by, or that one right there, kind of muted by the shadows on the underside of it.
Yeah. Mm. Wonder if that raspberry one is in this grouping of pictures. Because I'm sure that like one of these Dutch irises, these blue ones, can go in the foreground, and that would be fine. In fact, forget it. I'm just gonna work on that one, and I'm just gonna jump on to one of these because that's just easier. So it's this and this. Yeah. So we'll do. I think I just literally went and did my own freaking Dutch irises too. We're gonna make this up as we go. Challenge accepted. Hold my beer. Okay. And drag my stupid thing over here. Alright, actually, let's do an opinion. So should we go purple or blue for the one that's down here in the corner?
You got a lot of purple, so I'm thinking blue.
Blue? Some like dark royal blue? Or like a powder blue?
Sounds about right.
Okay. So royal blue for the win. Okay, so I'm gonna drag this just a little bit this way. Alright. Let's go a little bit here.
Do they grow in different colors?
Oh yeah, they grow in a variety of different colors. Huh?
Like on the same bush?
Yeah. This one is actually, yeah, that's actually all the same plant.
Okay.
So, oops.
I wasn't sure if it was like American Beauties where they're all the same shade of red.
No, this one is all different. I need snackies. I can start. I got snackies.
Did you just go in the candy drawer?
I did. Jeez Louise. It's my snack drawer. All right. All right. Let's see. I'm getting better at this. This whole changing brush size. God, the first time I did that, that was like a hysterical nightmare. How are you doing this? I don't know how to do this.
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing. You too can learn how to not screw up your art if you only
Like I
practice.
said, before long, you'll be doing a tutorial all about it.
No, there's channels that are just channel tutorials on Krita. I haven't figured out the quick keys because there's a whole quick key guide, and that's why right now for this stream we're having that problem with the F5 key.
Okay.
Because the F5.
Sandra's got to get back to work. Unfortunately, have fun. She'll watch it later.
Oh, that's fine.
She'll watch it later this week. Bye.
Bye, boo. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking I want to go shopping tomorrow for some reason. I just kind of want to get out of the house. I might go up to the Fox Valley area.
I would love to get out of the house here.
Oh, I'm sure you would. You're a professional quarantiner. That's what you are. You're not in hospice care. You're a professional quarantiner.
Unfortunately, yep.
Oh wait, this is actually the right size. Okay. Go back here. Yep, yellow. They call it yellow, yellow. Sorry, Matt, it's more colors you can't see.
Yeah.
Sorry! I can't do anything about this!
Why you gotta do that?
It's like a fake out. Yeah, so I'm thinking that I could do that whole thing and do tombstone and all that in one big spell swoop.
Okay, you're gonna do all that?
Yeah, I'm thinking of, just get a pet sitter probably.
Are you gonna Are you gonna do the horseback ride into town too, or?
Oh yeah, that's like a required thing. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure you would shoot me if I didn't do that.
Yeah.
Shrinking.
I would. Unfortunately, I'm probably gonna be busy.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be tied up at the time, but you know. I have to do all these kind of like things that we had on our buddy list together all by myself. But I'm thinking of you the whole time. Like every time we change gears and the horses are trotting, I'm gonna be thinking Matt would not be a happy camper right now. This is not his wheelhouse. That's okay, Matt. I got you.
It used to be. It used to be. I don't know that I'll ever be able to do it again though with this knee like this. Where I broke it was very close to right at the joint, so
Well, they're just gonna whip you into shape a little bit. You're gonna regret it, but you know there'll be some whips and chains involved. You know.
yeah.
You know, and the FCC is gonna come around and be like, "You can't talk about that on a painting channel." Yeah, I can. Do do do. Do do do. My painting channel.
Just tell me that you're not doing Colorado.
All right, I'm gonna tell you I'm not doing Colorado.
Because you know I would love to take a motorcycle through there.
I'm not doing that part of Colorado.
Okay.
I wouldn't be that way with you. I'm just not doing that part of Colorado.
Okay.
All right.
So are you gonna road trip it? Do you think, or?
I've had kind of a debate about how I wanted to do that, if I wanted to road trip it or not. Mostly because I don't know how I want to do that.
You might require a new car.
Yeah, there's that. Or if I want to fly in, because I just realized this flower is really, really super confusing. Yeah, I don't know how I want to do that. Oh, I found it.
Car would be pretty expensive taking it across half the U.S.
Yeah, renting a car would be expensive. I gotta notate which freaking flower this is. MIG 562 lower left. Okay. Yeah, getting a rental car would be really expensive and it would keep the miles off, but I think for the most part you don't really get charged by the mile anymore for rental cars.
Really?
Yeah. There is the whole thing where I did want to do the horse rescue that was out in South Dakota. Um, which would necessitate me doing a car ride out there. But I did talk to Scott and said I really want to. This has been on my to-do list for a while. You know, how are we going to swing this? Because it's as it is.
Are you gonna go to Cody too?
I haven't totally decided because that whole trip was planned with you and I.
Yeah.
I do know that all the places that there was a lot of extensive horseback riding, I was going to kind of do on a trip without you so that you don't feel like you're kind of driving everything down and holding everything up.
Oh, with this knee now, I know I would.
So I'm trying to figure out part of that, and the other thing is that um, the um, the San Diego Zoo part of it is not necessarily something that was really your uh, gig either. So
It's not something I wouldn't dislike, though.
yeah, but it would be kind of fun to do it at a zoo pace and not the I spend a lot of time and money to get out here, and so I'm going to take a million pictures kind of day.
Right.
Yeah, that whole thing where we were sitting in front of the leopard enclosure at um, was it Columbus for some space of 45 minutes.
I was also having a panic attack that day because I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know that Ohio was going to be like this.
Welcome to Ohio, where you will be doing nothing.
Yeah.
Did you think you were going to be doing something? Because you're not.
I mean, under better weather, not being having a panic attack like I was,
You probably would have gotten
I
bored.
probably would have enjoyed and zoo a lot more.
Oh,
In fact, I would like to go there again.
Yeah, you probably would enjoy it a lot more, but honestly, I don't think you would enjoy it to the degree of like standing next to me for 45 minutes, one, deciding to shoot every angle of a leopard because we don't have leopards at this zoo up here.
Again, if I had a camera, if I had something like that, I could do some work too.
Yeah.
Like, okay,
You're
get
doing
to
this.
learn how to do camera stuff. I
Camera
actually
stuff.
would like to learn how to do camera stuff.
Oh, look at it this way. You can learn on your end how to do editing. That'll give you something to do. And then you're going to be like, I hate this. It's so boring. Can't I do something else? You can. You don't have to do it. Yay, mid-grades. Mid-tones. Mid-tone values. Oh, ha! I did that all wrong. Awesome. Oh my god, I did that all wrong. Okay.
So at least you didn't do it wrong on the canvas, right?
Yep, and this is why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it, and like test driving it over here rather than test driving it on the canvas, because I was like, I took that notation of that line to be this part of the flower, and it's not. It's actually the fact that the flower is flipped inside out.
Okay.
So I literally just did the whole thing like inside out. Oops. Oopsie doopsie 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 oops. Okay. Must remember to make notes of what flippin' flowers I am actually drawing, instead of making stuff up as I'm going, because it didn't really work for me on this one. There's a nice take home for you kids watching this at home. Make sure you write down and take notes. It's important. If you don't know how to take notes, ask your teacher. Don't mind you asking me. There's no teaching involved in here today. Okay. And this line here is a... Oh! I also found a channel that you would really like, but because you would find it fascinating, but at the same time you would find it incredibly horrifying. It's called Fascinating Horror. And does is he goes over tragedies, like historic tragedies, and he describes what happened. It's very almost procedurally described, but it's very fact and point, and this is what happened here, and this is where this went wrong, and this is where this went wrong. And like they go over like now to everybody's definition of a tragedy is different. So like they have like the Coconut Grove fire that happened in Boston. And the thing that I find interesting about it is not only do I get to learn about a bunch of stuff I never learned about in school, although the you may remember it, you may not remember it, I don't know. The Halifax incident in Canada that happened, like during World War II, where that
is that?
Huh?
Is that where we almost went to war with them?
No. What happened was that there was a tanker truck that, or a tanker freighter that was parked outside the Halifax port, and it was loaded down with just a ton of explosives, and they had like certain rules about like shipping lanes and all that. I remember learning about it in school, but not to the degree that this goes into, about how the reason that it kind of sort of happened was, you know, they brought up the nettings for the U-boats that were in, you know, that they suspected that might come through because of the Nazis and whatever. And then so the one ship that wanted to leave port couldn't leave port on time, and then the ship that had all of the explosives on it couldn't get into the dock on time, and because the U-boat netting had to go up, and so when the two ships passed the next morning in the channel, the boat that was behind and had to get out of the dock was zipping in and out of traffic in the Narrows, and effectively damn near hit the ship that was coming into port and was full of flippin' explosives, and almost hit the bloody thing dead on. And it wasn't the initial impact that caused the explosion, it was the fact that at that point the ship that effectively rammed the second one and was late decided that, well, everything's fine here, and backed out, which caused sparks to form between the two hulls of the ship. And that would be when the explosion happened, and there was something like 2 tons of TNT on board, and it took out like a 10-block radius.
Wow.
Yeah. It's like a really...
So what's the name of that channel?
It's called Fascinating Horror. And they go over some other stuff. Like, they have a lot of stuff on, like, theme park rides that have gone wrong. Like, do you remember when the kid got decapitated on the Batman ride down in Illinois?
Yes, I do.
That,
Chicagoland, yes.
Yep, that's in there. There's another one where the Superman ride, in another Six Flags park in, I think, Kentucky, wound up being the subject of discussion because something went wrong with the ride operator, and he the ride hadn't been inspected or something like that, but a tension cable that was on the ride broke free and wound up around a girl's neck. And she managed to get it free from around her neck, but not before the ride started to drop. And it wound up between her legs. And then she wound up getting her feet cut off on the ride.
And people wonder why I don't like roller coaster rides.
Man, this will make you, like, you watch this channel and you're just gonna make, like, you're never gonna want to go on any ride, dude. Like, they have one about there's one that's in New Jersey that's like Action Park, and I kind of laugh because it's so absolutely iconic of, like, the 80s. It's just so 80s, you know, and I hate to say it that way because, like, some people who don't know what I'm talking about are going to be like, that doesn't tell me anything. But the stupid risks and the things that were okay in the 80s as far as safety in parks and things that were considered normal versus what, like, other people would consider safe were, like, completely different things.
Oh, so like not using child seats in the back of the car.
Oh, this is like, but it's the park version of it. So it's like a wave park that will kill you, you know? It's because the waves were too wild, and then there was the, remember the rope swing thing that we all had as kids? Let's all date ourselves here. You know, we all had that one, you know, uncle that had a cabin up north, and then you had to do the rope swing into the lake. They had one of those.
Yeah.
Yep. They had a slalom course that apparently just basically was like a half pipe that went 1,000 feet down a hill. And you had to basically ride one of those mechanics scooters on it. So it had a bunch of wheels that were about like yay big, you know, the size of roller skate wheels. And you had to ride that down the slalom. And the only way to stop it was with a handbrake, which often broke. And so people would get flung out of the thing and like go teetering across the side of the hill. You know, no helmets, you know, nothing. And then people are saying, yeah, it was like a rite of passage to go to Action Park. And I'm like, yeah, welcome to the 80s.
This is I would have hated.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember Four Seasons used to be a rite of passage? And I forgot the other name of the skate park. But that was a rite of passage for every skateboarder.
I don't know how I managed to like get this so that it's like so far over this way.
I don't know.
It just slowly is creeping that way. Go that way.
It's trying to sneak off the computer.
It is trying to sneak off the computer. It needs to see now. I've just. This is funny. It's just layer one. Layer one, layer one. Okay. Edit, undo. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Stop. No, I want to move all of them. Okay. I'm just gonna be fucking stupid. I don't know how to get it to go. See, and I think part of the problem is that because of the ratio, format on Krita versus a normal, or well, effectively the Wacom versus like a normal screen. Because on a normal screen, you have a 16.9, like 16 wide to 9 inches tall, and I think that this Wacom is closer to like 17 or 18 wide and like 7 tall. So I'm not getting all of the height of the actual screen.
Okay.
Which is why this doesn't want to work the way it's supposed to. It's just, it's very hard to, oh wait. Whee! I quit. Computers. Hate them.
Could always use at.
Resize it, size it again. Alright. So for this one,
Didn't happen.
nothing.
Good thing we only have 2 people watching.
Right, it's just you and me. So for this one right here, I don't even know if you can see the cursor. Let's make the cursor really big. I have no idea why it's green, but it's green now. So for this one right here, should we do another one like this, where it's blue and purple?
Blue, but a bit darker blue.
Apparently I have a little bit of a line over here. No.
Doesn't a brighter color draw your eye to it?
More contrast draws your eye to it, so.
Okay.
Now we get to play this game of which picture is it? Ooh. I could do that one. That would be interesting. Okay. Challenge accepted. Okay. Alright, so let's go back to here. Nope, here. Here. There we go. Alright. So, start. Do, 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 do. This is the fun part where I get to figure out what is what in this piece. Because this is obviously not the same one. This is that.
I gotta say, Krita is very good at doing watercolor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Almost does watercolor as good as watercolor.
It almost does watercolor as well as watercolor. Do, 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 do. Oops. Wow, I should probably dial the opacity down just a little bit so this acrylic blends instead of just.
So, the more that you're working with this, do you find that you like Krita?
Yeah, I compared to working with like the GIMP or something, this was well worth a download. But I have to say, I don't think I would enjoy it as much if I was trying to do this with, like, say, if I was trying to do it without a tablet. Because it's much more natural for me to look down and see what I'm doing rather than be like, that wasn't working for me. When I had to draw down here and then look up here, that wasn't working for me. This is much more natural.
Okay.
You know? And getting to know the shortcut keys is hugely helpful. But this thing has so much black in it. I'm literally just going to start coloring stuff in black. Do. Okay. Alright, there. As dumb as this is, I'm really not going to spend a lot of time like continuing to color these as detailed as I did the first couple, because honestly I kind of got a feel for how this is going to wind up being.
Right.
You know, so there's no point in continuing to kind of beat a dead horse. We all know that this is going to be a dark flower. It's going to be in the foreground. It's going to be Rose's favorite because this is the rose. This is the one that Rose specifically picked up. Was like, ooh, I like that one. Put a little highlight here because I have to remember that my this needs rim lighting. Rim lighting. Yes, we love rim lighting. Room lighting. Just freaking dark. Dark, brooding, gothic-y colors. There we go. It's just, this looks like scribble. It really just does look like scribble. Just forget you, I don't feel like painting it. Alright. Alright. Okay, so then this one over here, do it more like a rainbow one. The blue with the red bottom.
I think that would work.
Okay, that's a whole big scribble of a name. Lower right. Okay. All right. What we can do is play with this right here, because these guys are supposed to kind of reflect the I want to do this. So they're supposed to be kind of like a white bird, but with a really brilliant iridescent tail. So yay, more color. Turn the opacity down. So something like that. Oops. And then maybe do like almost like Anna's hummingbird, where it's real bright and pink up here. Let's see that we have to do. That is so white.
It's very white.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get dialed down a bit. That's too white. You're too white. There it is. This is the spectacular, unimaginative, obnoxious hummingbird.
She turned me into a newt.
Well, got better.
I was thinking of the whole African swallow and coconut thing.
I got better. Tink, 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 tink. Do, 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 do.
Is that what color those hummingbirds are?
Yeah.
Or are they green?
Huh?
Is that what color the hummingbirds are? Is white?
Yeah, I was gonna make them a white color.
Okay.
Do, 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 do. So we were talking about it, and I got this urge to play with putting more color in these birds than we had on the original layout. And putting it in the armpits and that. Little bit more flashy. More flashy, flashy. But then, let's see, when we come out of here, how distracting does that get? Well, no, that actually doesn't look too bad. That's not too bad, I don't think. Although I'm not entirely sure the lighting works. I think the lighting needs to get dulled down here a little bit.
What do you mean?
What, if the lighting doesn't work?
Yeah.
I think it's too white. So everything's kind of just, it looks very copy pasted kind of thing, and I have to figure out the lighting.
Oh.
It's Brooklyn. It's like it makes sense that there would be highlight back here. Let's go over here. No, 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 no. This needs to be much darker, because you really wouldn't see this. Do, do, do. It's a whole big thought process kind of thing. Who said making art is easy? They lied. Whoever they are, they lied. Okay, so come on, Bear. Okay. Come on. Trying to grab this color, it's just not grabbing for me. There it is. Doop, doop, doo. Tone purple, tone purple. This really obnoxious pink. Rose had it in her head somewhere that she's like, you know what you ought to make it is a boy hummingbird and a girl hummingbird. And I was just like, let me think about that. I don't know if I really want to do that.
Birds don't really show what sex they are too easily.
Yeah, she's like, but yeah, you can do the duller colors of the female and then the bright colors of the male.
Oh.
And yeah, she was getting it. She was, you know, it's not like she didn't understand how, you know, birds work, but it was just kind of like.
Remember, do hummingbirds do that?
Yep, hummingbirds do that too.
Okay.
Ugh.
No, I've seen the males. I can't remember the female if I've seen them. Fish crackers, I know it.
Of course, of course. So, my thought is, I think that the birds are of the same color palette as the flowers, and so now they don't stand out against the flowers. They kind of blend in.
Yeah.
So now I'm wondering if it would be better to do them in a more fire colored. That makes sense. So then they would stand out. Having this debate.
I think around the neck area there, where the water would be, that would be fine for like the. Oh, that'd be too busy again.
Huh. It's one of those moments where you're kind of like, let me know in the comments below if you think we should go with the fire tail or we should go with the aqua tail. Yeah, don't know.
That's the area that I was thinking should be kind of fiery instead.
I'm just wondering if they would look better as maybe fire.
I'm not sure that works.
I'm not sure anything works anymore. This is starting to look like a rainbow lorikeet, though. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Jesus. Okay, so I made the tips of the tail like fire colored instead of the transition, like the trendy 80s transition. And all I can think now is Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Get you.
I set your flowers on fire. It makes me think of Moltres now. Not really too happy
I
with
think you have to hang it up for the night.
I think so too.
Come back to it tomorrow when you've got a better idea. Or not a better idea, but when...
A clear head.
Yes.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. Flaming hummingbird. Oh wait, they did that already. It's called Moltres. Man. So weird. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to sit and stare at it for a little while. Can work on just the flowers for the next couple of days. I guess I could do them
So
as...
far, I like the flowers.
The flowers work really, really well. It's the hummingbirds that are just now they're not working. And this is why we do it digitally and not all in on the canvas board.
Yeah.
So much busyness. So much busyness. It's almost verging on gaudy.
Oh. Just changing that little touch with the tail, I'm not sure about.
Go back to some Quetzal pictures. Quetzal's pictures. I mean, those things are green. So we just do, like, just straight. What?
I just noticed. The tail matches your hair.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. That's a thought. Now it looked like it murdered somebody.
It does.
What kind of bird do you have? Murder bird.
Murder hum.
I kill people for a living. Make it look a little splotchy up here. Splotches all over here. Just completely embrace the murder hummingbird.
The blood splotches on them.
Splotches just everywhere. Just I can tell by the blood spatter. It stabs things for a living. This took a turn.
Oh, there's a witness. The upper left-hand corner, there's a witness.
Can I get a witness? Hell yeah. Murder bird! Just the farther I go with it, to me, the better it looks, because it's not. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, oh my god, that's so horrifying. Fucking murder hornet. It's my tribute to the murder hornet. It's the white-backed murder bird. And its mate. I didn't do anything. Don't blame me, bird. Oh, jeez Louise. I'm a horrible person. Listen, if you didn't do it, why is there blood in your fur? That looks like a cardinal. Murder cardinal.
It does.
Well, that's a thought we hadn't really gone on, is whether or not we could make it cardinal colored. There you go. That's a thought. It makes it less Pokemon-like. Huh. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how great art is made. Not really, but you know. Usually only one person is participating in the room when great art is made.
Don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. It's nice. The black and the red, like the natural muted tones of the black and the red are nice against all of the louder competing flowers. So like your eye is like drawn to it while kind of going back and forth. I almost want to keep this one up here nice and bright and almost like an anti-version of it.
Don't hate it. I really don't.
Sandra's gonna be like, I don't understand how you got there, and I was like, it's a thing. This is how we do. This is how we do the do.
They do that. They do hit that color too. Even though they're green, it all depends on how the sun's hitting them. Don't know about that species.
This is not a species that actually exists, Matt. We're making one up.
Okay.
Yeah, we're making one up here. Huh. So if we're making it opposite, come down here with some shadow color. It's like a freaking wood, you know, a yeah, that's what I want. Make it smaller, make it smaller to make a beak here. Okay, and then I need dark. I think maybe the problem is it's too unrealistic in maybe the color. There's not enough like contrast in like the lights and the darks. Which is entirely possible, but that's the problem. Okay, so then if we make it a polar opposite, back of the head would be freaking black. Like that. Kind of, sort of, yeah. Oops.
Kinda like that.
I am kind of liking this too. Yay for color theory! Yay! The only other way I could make the other one pop is to do something like this on it. I think that would just be too much.
I liked it on the belly, but
Not on the head?
use a little bit less than what you did there.
Like that? Huh. So complicated. Ugh. Kind of wondering where Luscious is. Don't know. just gave this bird a pot belly.
It's a stoner bird. Belly from eating all those brownies.
It's all the Doritos this bird ate. That's why. It's all the Doritos. All the Doritos. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Hey, Gothic bird looks less like a hummingbird now and more like a deranged woodpecker cardinal thing.
I'm sure the finished product won't.
Yeah, I'm sure it won't. So, but I
You
think,
gotta pick the lines in what your painting will have.
yeah. So I think we're gonna call this one a night because I'm getting like mentally I'm just kind of crapped out. It's time for me to go
Gotcha.
veg out and just start all over again tomorrow. So. All right, well, I'm gonna end the stream. Have a good one. And get some sleep.
Sure.
You too. Have a good one. Later, people.